Hello friends, hope all of you are doing good and you are going through our classes and videos very nicely. So now today we will be starting a very new chapter of class 10 which is called as quadratic equation. So as I said all of you, the equation in which the highest power is 2, that is called as quadratic equation. So the general form of the equation can be written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x and c is a constant term over here. If any of the polynomials is not having the highest power 2, if it is less than 2 or greater than 2, then it is not a quadratic equation. If it is less than 2, if it is 1, then it will be a linear equation, and if it is more than 2, if it is 3, it will be a cubic polynomial. So let's see now how to check whether the equation is quadratic or not. So this is the simple question given to you. Check whether the following are quadratic equations or not. The question is x plus 1 the whole square is equals to 2 into x minus 3. So for this we will solve the both side of the equation, that is the left hand side and right hand side. So we get here x square plus 2x plus 1 is equals to 2x minus 6. So this 2x and 2x gets cancelled. So x square, the 6 comes here, we get x square plus 7 is equals to 0. So this is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. How? Because see, this is x square plus 0 into x plus 7 is equals to 0. So you can write your equation in the general form. Hence it is a quadratic equation. It is a quadratic equation. Now for the second one, see what we do. X square minus 2x is equals to minus 6 plus 2x. So this implies x square minus 4x plus 6 is equals to 0. The general form of the equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. We can write it in this form. So yes, again it is a quadratic equation. So this is the way to solve, and in order to check that whether the equations which are given to us, it is a quadratic equation or not. Now we will see a few questions based on this quadratic equations. So the question is represent in form of quadratic equation. So the two questions are given to us. The first question is area of a rectangle is 528 meters square, length is 1 more twice its breadth. You have to find L and B. You have to represent it in the form of quadratic equations. So in these type of questions, no need to solve it. You just have to frame the equations and leave it. So we can take length. The length is 1 more than twice its breadth. So you have to take, let the breadth be x meters. Let breadth be x meters. So what will be the length? Length is twice. Twice means 2x plus 1 more. So 2x plus 1 meters. Now according to the given conditions, we know length into breadth of a rectangle is equals to area. So this implies 2x plus 1 into x is equals to area of the rectangle. What is the area given to you? 528. So this implies 2x square plus x is equals to 528, which implies 2x square plus x minus 528 is equals to 0. No need to solve it because the question is just represent the statement in the form of equation. So we represented it. Now see another question. Rohan's mother is 26 years older than him. So let Rohan's age be x years. So what will be Rohan's mother's age? Rohan's mother's age will be x plus 26 years. Why we are writing x plus 26? Because she is 26 years older than Rohan. Now product of their ages 3 years from now. So after 3 years. After 3 years, what will be Rohan's age? Rohan's age will be x plus 3 years. And what will be Rohan's mother's age? x plus 3 plus 26, that is x plus 29 years, right? Now according to given condition, product of their ages. So you can write down x plus 3 into x plus 29 is equals to 360. This implies x square plus 3x plus 29x plus 87 is equals to 360. So this implies x square, 29 plus 3 is 32x, and 360 minus 87, do it in the rough work, 273. So minus 273 is equals to 0. So this is the way to form the quadratic equation. So did you understand the question? Let Rohan's age be x years. Her mother was 26 years older than Rohan. So she will be x plus 26 years. After 3 years, Rohan became x plus 3. Rohan's mother x plus 3 plus 26, which gives you x plus 29 years. Now, according to the given condition, product means multiplication. So x plus 3 into x plus 29 is 360. You solve the equation, we get it in this form, x square plus 32x minus 273 is equals to 0. So the question was written in the statement form. We represented it in the form of quadratic equation. So this is the way to represent any questions in your quadratic equation form. So here there are two questions. Find the roots of the following quadratic equation with the help of factorization method. So in our previous classes we already discussed the factorization method. Again I will say you the factorization means you have to split the middle term. The last term you have to find out two factors in such a way so that on multiplying the factors you get the last term, and since it is a minus sign, on subtracting the two terms you should get 3. So if you split 10 in that way, you may see we will get the factors at 5 and 2. You may take it at minus 5 and plus 2. Why? Because the answer is in the form of minus. So that will be minus 5. You can't take minus 2 and plus 5. That will be wrong. So we can rewrite the equation as x square minus 5x plus 2x minus 10 is equals to 0. Which implies out of these two, we are taking the common terms. Plus 2 into x minus 5 is equals to 0. So this implies x minus 5 is equals to 0, x is equals to 5. This is one value. X plus 2 is equals to 0. This implies x is equals to minus 2. So as I said you, the highest power is 2 here. We always get two values of x. One is 5 and another one is minus 2. Now similarly, in the next question, it is root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 under root 2. So as I said you, whenever the coefficient is not 1, you have to multiply this and this term. So whenever you multiply root 2 into 5 root 2, we get 5 into 2, which is equals to 10. Root 2 is equals to 2. So now 2 we have to split in such a way, 10. We have to split 10 in such a way so that on multiplying we should get 10 and on adding we should get 7. So we can take plus 5 and plus 2. 5 into 2 is 10 and 5 plus 2 is 7. So we can rewrite the equation as under root 2x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 5 under root 2 is equals to 0. Which implies from these two, please write the equation again in one more way, that is root 2x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 under root 2. Why I rewrite, I just change the places because 2 was over here, 2 is here, 5 is here, 5 is here. So it's very simple for us to take out the common terms now from these two and these two. So this implies we take out common as root 2x. So it will be x plus under root 2, and here we take out 5 common, it will be x plus under root 2. So this implies x plus under root 2 is equals to 0. So the value of x comes out to be minus under root 2, and under root 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. Under root 2x is equals to minus 5. So x is equals to minus 5 by under root 2. This is your another value for x. So if you want, you can rationalize the denominator. If not, this will be your final answer. So this is the way we solve the question of quadratic equation by factorization method, or we can say this method as splitting the middle term also. So this is another word problem. Find two numbers whose sum is equals to 27 and product is equals to 182. So we can take, let one number be x. Okay. So since we cannot use two variables here, we have to use only one variable. So do this part in your rough. So x plus y, we take another number. We take the first number as x. This is your first number, and we take the second number to be as y. So x plus y is equals to 27. What is y? 27 minus x. So let one number be x, other number 27 minus x. Product is 182, so we can write down x minus 27 by x is equals to 182 according to given condition. So this implies x square plus 27x minus x square plus 27x minus 182 is equals to 0. So this, if you take the minus sign common, it will be x square minus 27x plus 182 is equals to 0. So now you have to split the middle term. So means we have to find out the factors for 182 in such a way so that on multiplying we get 182, and on adding the numbers we get it as minus 27. So let's do the prime factorization. So we get as 2, 7 and 3. So now we want 27 on adding. So 7 into 2 is 14. So 14 and 13 will give us 27. So we can take one number as 14 and another number as 13 plus 182 is equals to 0. So this implies x minus 14, we can take out the common term, minus 13 x minus 14 is equals to 0. We take out again the common term from over here. So we get x minus 13 and x minus 14 is equals to 0. Since this is 2 times, write only 1 time. So the value of x comes out to be 14 once and the value of another x comes out to be 13. That means one number is equals to 13 and other number is equals to 14. If you want to verify, how will you verify? See, a condition was given to us, x plus y is equals to 27. So 14 plus 13 is equals to 27. So hence the question is verified. No need to do the verification in your fair part in the examination paper. Just for the sake of your convenience and in order to check whether your answer is correct or not, you can do this part in your rough work. So this is the way we solve the numerical questions of quadratic equations. So in our next classes, we will go through many more questions. So meantime, bye, take care.
For more updates, subscribe our channel, click the shown links and enjoy watching the videos.